Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome you here this evening, and we hope that you enjoy the celebration. A celebration of patriotism, a celebration of our flag, a celebration of our country, a celebration of our God, but most important of all, a celebration of our free enterprise economic system. Welcome to Free Enterprise Day 1996.
And when you get those dreams right, the vision right, the mental hunger right, and you get focused, and you get that junkyard dog mentality that you were designed to have, because when you get the junkyard dog mentality and you're not only in Amway, but you allow Amway to get inside of you because it's built on the depth of your conviction and not the height of your logic, and you get mentally hungry and you ignore the news media and you ignore the newspaper and you ignore the mother-in-laws and the brother-in-laws and the sister-in-laws and all the don'ts and can'ts and won'ts and haves, and get hungry. You are that miracle, and you are meant not to take rent on this country or this world. You are meant to occupy it, because when you get stamped on your flanks with that ADA number and you develop the dream, because man makes the dream, then the dream makes the man, and if you don't know where you're going, you're not going to like where you wind up. But ain't it great to be in the Coliseum today with people like you that are miracles, that are observing the masses and doing the opposite and not home cutting the grass or watching the grass die. You're here today because you're hungry. You're hungry. You're hungry. You want to be free, because no man's ever free as long as he's governed and controlled by the circumstances, and you're here to knock down the circumstances by occupying and being able to say, when you leave here today, goodbye yesterday, hello tomorrow. God loves you, and so do I.
Going from a little 1,100 square foot home to living now in a huge, beautiful Victorian country home out in the country of Alpine. And I have horses now. I have a couple horses, and I have the time to ride them whenever I want to. It's such a dream come true. And the vehicles, you can drive the vehicles of your dream. Mike just bought me a brand new 97 Suburban, and I'm just so fired up to be getting that. And, best of all, it's our marriage. I have the most incredible marriage. So we work on it every day. It's not perfect, but I have the most incredible respect and love for my husband. And I know the love that he has for me. And we have 3 healthy, beautiful children. And we even have a dog. We have a golden retriever that sits in our front yard. It's scary. We remind ourselves of a Norman Rockwell painting sometimes. Our life can be so perfect.
I was a retired man at 35 years old. We're looking for a few good men. We're looking for some good women that'll back those men. And you know what? This is our country. This is our country. And we want it back. Come on, let's get it back!
Stand with me for a minute, please. Stand with me for a minute. I want you to feel it. I want you to taste it. I want you to say it. Freedom. Freedom. Deep within, freedom. To do what you want to do. To go where you want to go. To be what you want to be. Freedom. William Wallace had expectancy of the people. The Diamonds have expectancy. He's going through the epic battle, the final battle, outmanned, outnumbered. And here's his final talk. Here's his final talk to the troops. And our leaders could say the same thing to you, so listen to these words. I see a whole country of men in the army, here in defiance of tyranny. You've come here as free men, and free men you are. What will you do without freedom? Will you fight? No, you will run, someone said. Fight, and you may die. Run, and you will live. And dying in your beds many years from now, would you be willing to trade all the days from this day to that for one chance, just one chance, to come back here and tell your enemies that you can take our lives, but you can never take our freedom? Freedom! Freedom! Freedom!
And 4 years ago, we made that decision. I hope some of you are going to make that decision this weekend, because I have to tell you, it is so worth it. Every dream that I had on my refrigerator, a red 911 Porsche Carrera. We bought it at Emerald. I mean, a brand new baby daughter. We had pictures of little girls all over our house. And we have that baby daughter today. And you know what? She doesn't know a mommy and daddy who go to work. In fact, it's kind of a problem. We go over to friends' houses during the day, and she says to the little girls, "Where's your daddy?" And the mom goes, "Well, he's at work, honey." Blank stare. She has no idea what that means for a daddy to go off to work every day, and I'm so grateful for that.
Another thing that they taught me was leave your campsite better than you found it when you got there. Well, as I grew up and grew in this business, I came to realize I still need to do that. My campsite's just a little bigger now. It's Southern California. It's the United States of America. And this business has given me a tool to leave it better than I found it, instead of the mess I was making of it before. So I don't know what's going to grab you, folks. I don't know if it's going to be the houses, the cars, the travel, the time with your kids that you hear talked about up here. When I take my daughter to swim class and dance class, there ain't a whole lot of dads around to have conversations with. They look at me kind of weird, like, "Oh, you must be unemployed," or a stay-at-home dad or something, you know, and your mom's out helping, or your wife's out doing everything for you. No, we're free together. They ain't got a clue. They ain't got a clue. A lot goes on backstage back here with people sharing their dreams and pictures of their new houses and plans and things like that. And the last few weeks we've been carrying around an incredible picture of a beautiful new home that we've been able to buy. These things are real handy. A couple things you can do with them. You can address them to your friends that said no. Pretend it's a postcard.
I just want you to know that you have a choice now. You've seen that it doesn't take a certain person. You've seen this all weekend long. It does not take a certain person. I mean, Randy and I were stoners. He's a bread truck driver, and we were just stoners. I mean, but I had a dream always. There's got to be a way. We live in America. There has to be a way. And without going to school, without doing all these things, there has to be a way to make it, because this is America. Other people make it. How do they do it? You know? And I remember always thinking that kind of thing. And Randy, he hated me, I think, for it. He's just like, "Get off my back. I mean, can't you just relax?" I could never relax. It was like we could do something. There's something out there. But we were just stoners trying to get by and going to our jobs and smoking our pot and hoping that we could find something or run into somebody someday and something great. And we did.
Amway is cool. Okay, now here's the other part to that. Amway is fun. Okay? Amway is cool, and Amway is fun. See, this is a cool business. Guys, if people aren't in the Amway business, they aren't cool.
Comes up here and introduces me, and a few short years ago, he said, "I ain't into that hero worship. I run around with a flag, walk off stage." He comes up, shakes my hand, goes tells his wife, "I ain't ever going to wash his hand." He comes up to me a while ago and he said, "Hey, brother, I love you. You heard his talk today. You heard his talk today. He talked about the beautiful picture of his home. It's a beautiful picture. It looks like a drug mafia type guy picture. And on the back of it that he wrote to me, it says, "To Jim and Judy, thanks for the unconditional love, support, and teaching. I love you, Frank." I mean, Where does a man go from a two-bedroom tract house in the military to a $7,000 home on 13 acres in $1 million estate area if it ain't for a dream and a vision and a vehicle to do things with his life? Let me tell you guys something in closing. You can either make yourself a victim in life. Now listen to me, men. Listen to me, ladies. You can either be a victim in life or you can be a victor. I am so tired of people going around saying, oh, I got a chip on my shoulder. How come more black people don't build Amway? How come more Mexican people don't build Amway? How come more singles don't build Amway? How come more this don't build Amway? Let me tell you what I found out. What I found out is when you look through the Ammogram, there's every kind of walk of life. There's every mixing pot. There's everybody in that Ammogram that's got a dream. And all you have to do is have a dream. This business is no respecter of persons. All you need is a dream. Let it go from your head to your heart, from your head to your heart, and get a big dream.
You're saying, here's the second biggest response in America today. You put her in one room and him in the other room, and you say, what's your dream? Man, why do you do what you do? Why do you get up 5 days a week and leave your wife in a warm bed? Why? Why do you leave your kids the best days, the best weeks, the best months, the best hours of your life? Why? Because it fulfills you? Liar! I don't believe it. Because it fulfills me? Wrong! No. You put her in one room and him in the other room and say, what is your dream? And this is the second biggest response. Well, my husband and I don't even know how to say this, but well, I'm just gonna say it. We just want a camper. We want to get a camper. Your dream is a camper? You gotta be kidding me. No, I'm not kidding you.